Welcome to the Cybersecurity Specialist Program 2024. My name is Mohammed Atif. I'm a cybersecurity consultant and the founder of InfoSec for TC, a leading cybersecurity educational platform. Today I would like to share with you the results of the candidates who joined the cybersecurity specialist since the start of the program and how they were able to switch their career from whatever career they were doing, technical or non-technical, and end up with a decent cybersecurity jobs because they understood what is the gap inside the market. They understood that unless you have some realistic experience, taking traditional courses will not help you. So we're going to share those success experience and show you what does it take to build a career in cybersecurity from scratch, even if you are not from an IT background, by working in a real environment and getting involved in real cybersecurity projects and operational activity. First, who are the target audience for this workshop? Anyone who want to build a career in cybersecurity, regardless of their background or age or location. So it doesn't matter if he or she are from an IT background or from a business background. It doesn't matter if you are working in a technical field or you are working as a waitress. It doesn't matter if you are a fresh graduate or a retired. If you are if you are looking for a physical job or remote job, anyone who wants to build a career in cybersecurity, this workshop will definitely help. Let me start by talking about what is considered the best learning technique. So forget about cybersecurity right now. Just check the skills that you have right now. How did you learn them? For example, driving. How did you learn driving? I mean, it doesn't matter how many classes you attend for driving. It doesn't matter how many videos you watch or the people telling you how to drive. You only learned how to drive when you sit behind the wheel and start driving. So by practicing driving, you get to learn that. But if you spend 1 year getting driving class, this will not help you. Language. How did you learn the language? If you are an English speaker, you learned the language even before going to school, because while you are kids and you are speaking with your family, with your friends, practicing the language let you learn even before going to the school and start learning grammars and start learning the language in details. Riding a bike, swimming, everything, if you think about it, any skills that you know how to do it right now, you only learn the skills by practicing. So the magic word here is practicing. If you practice anything, you're going to learn it. You're going to learn it and you're going to use it. Okay? And you will be able to work using the skills. Same concept apply on cybersecurity. If you practice cybersecurity, this is the only way that will help you to get a job. But if you're going to just depend on courses, online, bootcamp, physical courses, it's good. But it will get you the knowledge, the basics foundation. But to be able to learn cybersecurity, you have to practice. You have to do vulnerability management. You have to do risk assessment. You have to do DLP implementation, is standard and compliance implementation realistically. But if you're going to read any of those documents or a step-by-step guide and you never implemented before, it will not help. This is the main point that you need to consider in cybersecurity, practicing. Now let's move to some very, very important numbers. And I believe those are quite important for anyone who are thinking, should I start considering work in cybersecurity? Should I start switching my career? Maybe the career that I'm working on it right now, it's not really growing career. It's not paying well. Okay. Should I invest in myself in time and effort? Let's take those numbers and see. First, cybersecurity has a big challenge right now. I mean, organizations are suffering financially and in their reputation due to cybersecurity attack. And in the last statistic, companies worldwide lost $6 billion due to cyber attack and data leakage. So, do we have a problem? Yes, do we have a problem? And those organizations who lost those amount of money, they are definitely look for people who got the experience, so they can avoid the loss. They can prevent them from losing those, the reputation of their company, the money, the financial loss, and so on. Number two, 70% of the organization are impacted with the lack of skills. So, they cannot find skills worker in cybersecurity. They get to hire whatever is available. And that's why even big company like Apple and Facebook, they are struggling with the skilled workers. They are not able to find people who already got the experience. So it's not like people who are working are really qualified. Some of them are not, and companies are suffering. And that's why big names are still getting compromised. In the same time, in cybersecurity, on 2021, there was 3.5 unfilled cybersecurity position. But this was like 3 years back. What about now? In 2022, this number has been increased with 26%. And so far, we don't have any statistic for 2023. So it's growing. The market is growing. The need is growing. They are looking for people who got the right experience. Now, okay, I don't live in Europe or in US or in Middle East or in Dubai. Okay, I'm in a poor country. We don't have that much of opportunity in my country. 20% of the workforce are remotely now. So even if you are located in a different country or in a different location where you don't have that much of opportunity, still there is remote opportunity for you. So what I'm trying to say is that there is a big demand for cybersecurity jobs. Time couldn't be better. So if you got yourself the skills and the knowledge, you will be able to find a job. In the same time, there is a lot of companies who are laying off their employee. Okay, and actually in last year there is 10 million layoff in different organizations. Why is that? I'm not talking about cybersecurity jobs. I'm talking about other jobs, administrative jobs, traditional jobs, accounting jobs. Everything is getting laid off because there is a replacement for them. Now they are using AI, they are using automation. So we have one market that has a big demand of jobs, which is cybersecurity, and we have other careers that start getting laid off people. They're getting laid off of people. They don't need that much of people because they replace them with systems and application and AI. So if you are working in one of those careers that you don't feel that there is a future for this career, I think you need to consider cybersecurity because this is the right career right now. The main problem for people who are thinking about cybersecurity and they can see that cybersecurity got a lot of opportunities right now, that they think that the right way to move to this domain is to take online courses. Okay, I want to work in cybersecurity. Let's go online. Now courses are quite cheap. Let me take few courses and then I be ready to find a job. It's not working like that. So the point here is that organizations are looking for people who got real experience. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that online courses are something bad. No, but it's not giving you the right skills. When you go for an interview for any cybersecurity jobs, don't expect the interviewer that he will ask you a question like, what is vulnerability management? Or what is a disaster recovery plan? Or what is risk assessment? He will ask you a question like, did you conduct the risk assessment before? Okay, what standard did you follow? What was the problem that you faced? How did you follow up with the department for treatment plan? Did you conducting any vulnerability assessment before? What tool did you use? So unless you have the experience, you will not be able to reply. He's not expecting to get a definition for the concept. He's expecting to get a real experience. And this is the problem. If you got the experience, you have a very good chance to find a job. This is exactly what you need to keep in mind. Now, does it mean that people who don't have a technical background cannot start working on cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is a very wide field. It has technical jobs, it has administrative jobs, it has physical security positions. In any field, you will find something suitable for you. It doesn't matter from which background you came. So if you don't have any IT background, still you can find some position related to governance and compliance that you can fit in. So you have a lot of opportunity depending on your background. If you have an IT background, there is some positions that could be very suitable for you. If you don't have an IT background, there is other positions that could be suitable for you. So don't keep that as a barrier. I don't have an IT background. Still, you can find the positions that is suitable for you. A lot of positions depend on documentation, standard operational procedures, auditing, standard and compliance. So there is a place for everyone. You just need to select the right path or the right job for you. And this is exactly what we did in the cybersecurity specialist program in InfoSec 40C. We started this program in 2021. And what we considered when we started this program is that how can we have a training program that is based on real knowledge, real experience? And the reason we thought about this approach is that we in InfoSec, whenever we have a cybersecurity project, for example, we need a team to implement a standard or a compliance in a hospital or a bank or a government. Whenever we got a cybersecurity projects and we were looking to hire people who took our courses before, we noticed that, okay, they took the courses, they got the certification, but still they are missing the practical experience. And we as a company, when we hire someone, and this is common, by the way, we don't have the time to take them and start teaching them practically. We need people who already did the activity before and they know what they are doing. So they can start working on the project. We can onboard them right away and they can start working on the project. So we decided to do a program that is based on job description. Instead of having a course outline, what we did, we selected one of the most in-demand job, which is the cybersecurity specialist. And we took the job description and we decided to get some candidates and start teaching them all the skills that is available on the job description, but in a real environment. So if one of the skills is to, for example, develop and implement a policy, and instead of telling them theoretically what is a policy, how it look like, we will give them a project. We have a hospital that follows this standard. We need to create a policy. What input we need to get from the hospital and how to create the policy and get the approval. If we are working with a financial entity, how to do that. If we are working in a government or private and so on. So every skills here, creating policy, working with IT department for implementing a disaster recovery plan, securing a system, vulnerability management, incident management, working with SOC team. Everything that was written in the job description end up be copying to the candidate CV, because everything that is explained here are actually a subject that the student will do realistically using real data in a real environment. So the point here is that we invite people or candidates who want to build a cybersecurity career to work with us for 6 months, where they will do a lot of projects and a lot of operational activity and end up doing or getting the real experience. So the main point here is that Whatever was written here, and this was our commitment, we said to the candidates, guys, whatever you will find in the job description, we are committed to let you write in your CV realistically. So you did that many, many times, and then you can answer any question for any interview. You know what tool we are using, you know the technique, you know the challenge. This is the concept behind the cybersecurity specialist. It's to let people working with us in real projects, real operational activity, within 6 months, working 1 day per week in Saturday, just to let them get the real experience. And why did we select this specific job? Because there is a lot of jobs in cybersecurity, SOC analyst, information security officer, security architect. Why did we select this position? Because it's one of the very high demand position that doesn't request to have deep technical background. You do need to have some technical background, but those basics technical background, we teach you that during the program. So even the technical knowledge that you need to know, it's very, very basics, and you will get to learn that while you are working in real projects. So the point here, working based on a job description was much more effective when we started this program in 2021, because you have a very clear commitment, what you're gonna end up with. So the commitment is very clear. Whatever inside the job description, this is what you're gonna learn and practice many, many times. And the deliverable also is clear. It's a very clear roadmap. So you work, you practice the real operational, the real skills that is usually found in any job description. So it's more as an internship with InfoSec 40C than as a training. We call that a top-down approach. So instead of teaching you, you will work with us. And while you are working, you're gonna learn. And this actually is a very effective way of learning. And it matches what we spoke about at the beginning of this session, which is practicing. You're gonna just practice cybersecurity. And this is well known that people who are working in something will learn it much faster than taking it in a way, in a traditional training way. Think about if you have 6 months to get yourself ready to work in cybersecurity. What options do you have? If you have two different options, one option is to work with a cybersecurity company, get involved with them in cybersecurity projects, do their daily operational activity, monitor the same solution, work with the SOC team. You are doing regular activity with them for 6 months. And the second option is to take training and courses and boot camp for 6 months. After 6 months, who do you think will get the real knowledge? Who do you think will really learn cybersecurity? Of course, the one who are involved in real projects, the one who decided to learn while practicing cybersecurity. And because even if you don't want to learn, doing something every day and working in different projects and be always under pressure and stuck with project deliverable, even if you don't want to learn, you're going to learn cybersecurity. While if you're going to spend your time taking traditional courses and online training and boot camp and so on, it's good, it's not bad. But you will end up knowing the terminology. You never faced a real cybersecurity challenge. You never work with a real cybersecurity project. This is a very, very effective learning approach. So the cybersecurity specialist depend on working on 5 different projects. Some of them are standard and compliance implementation in real organization, and some of them are technical projects. Besides those projects, you also gonna have 35 cybersecurity activity tasks that you're gonna do. Those are operational activity. You will be managing the antivirus solution for an organization. You will be managing the DLP solution for an organization. You are responsible to manage the vulnerability management. You conduct vulnerability assessment frequently and follow up with the technical team for the patching. So the traditional operation, this will be a part of your responsibility in this program. So the main point here to be successful in this program is to understand that you're going to be working realistically, which means that you're going to be under pressure all the time. The program is not a full day program. We are only working 1 day per week, which is Saturday in weekend. So it's 1 day per week for 6 months. But you're gonna have to stuck with the program. Should not consider it as a training where whenever you're free, you attend. No, you're gonna attend because those are not trainings, those are business meeting. You're gonna attend the meeting, we're gonna explain the project, tell you what needs to be done, and then you have to deliver your deliverable before the deadline. So if you are not willing to spend effort in this program, definitely this will not work. So, beside the part related to the real project and real operational activity, also we will let you get certified, because the skills that you will learn, it's very, very important. This is what will get you the job. But how can you reach to the interview to be able to teach or get to check your skills? I mean, you need people to call you for an interview, then you can show them or demonstrate that you do have real experience. So besides the skills, which is the main part of the program, also one of the important points is to get you certified. So in the program, we will also get you certified by the end of the program. We will give you the preparation for the exam, but this is not our main objective. Our main objective is the skills, because no one will get a job because he got a certificate. But certificate is only your way to let people call you, because whenever we see a certificate on a CV, it means that this guy knows what he's talking about. But if you don't have a professional certificate, he can write anything. He can write that I'm a master in everything. Nothing can be, verified. But when you have a certificate, it's a way for showing people that whatever I wrote in my CV, this is real and I was certified. Okay, so you need both of them. You need the skills, because this is what you're gonna need to get the job, and you need the certification, because this is how you're gonna get people to call you for an interview. So if you only have one of them, this will be a problem. If you only have the skills and you're still applying, no one, because everyone can write whatever he wants in his CV. How to prove it? And if you only have a certificate, people will call you, but they will not hire you if you don't have the skills. They will not hire you just because you have a certificate. But the point with the certificate here is that it should be relevant to the tracks that you are applying for, or to the jobs that you are applying for. So don't plan to take, for example, or apply for a cybersecurity specialist and qualify yourself, and then end up getting a CH certificate, which is an ethical hacking certificate. It's not relevant to your track. So we get you qualified with the certificate relevant to your track, which is the CISSP or CISM. Finally, what is the track? How this program works? This is a live session program. It works every Saturday, 1 p.m. EST time for 2 hours for 6 months. You are working as a part-time with InfoSec for TC, and then you will get to work in project and operational activity. But how usually we start? Because there is a problem here. People who applied in this program since we started, and there are more than 300 people, they came from different backgrounds. Some of them with project manager, with receptionist, with people who are working like in a cafeteria, or and some of them were technical people, network administrators. So we got people from different backgrounds. Some of them are technical and some of them are not technical. So what we usually do, we start by doing a background evaluation test. So first, once you enroll in the program, we will test your skills through an exam, just to see what background you have. Do you have any technical background? You don't have? If you have a technical background, in which area? And the reason we are doing that, just to fulfill the gaps. So if you came from a non-technical background, then we will know that you need to have some network basics, operating system basics. So we will give you some additional session to cover the basics IT you need for the position of cybersecurity specialist. Because the point is that we are maintaining a list of all the skills that people need to gain in this program. And that's why we can track, and according to the project deliverable and the operational activity, where are you standing right now? Did you complete all the skills needed? Are you ready to start applying for jobs? Or are you still, some skills you didn't gain them yet and you need to work on it? So we are tracking candidates by candidates, where he's standing, and people who don't have the technical background. Because for this position, cybersecurity specialist, you just need some basics IT background, and this will be covered in this program. So according to that, what is the project deliverable? Quite clear. You will get the practical experience. You're going to work on 5 different cybersecurity projects and 35 operational activities. And you're going to do many activity in ways that once you write them in your CV, then you are ready to answer any question related to that. You will get a letter of experience. So once you finish, you will get certification, but you will also get a letter of experience because actually you worked with us for 6 months. You will have an email on our domain. You're going to sign a non-disclosure agreement. You're going to be working in our projects for 6 months, which is really what some people is looking for. How long is a program? But actually, before moving to the program length, I believe the most important benefit of the program, or the deliverable of the program, is the confidence. Because now once you got to work with us for the 6 months, you completed the cybersecurity specialist program, then you have the confidence. You can go for any interview, answer any question, because you don't need to make anything up. You already practice that. You already face those problems. The program will be 24 weeks. It's going to start next week. And this program, as I just mentioned, it's only working 1 day per week, which is on Saturday, 1 p.m. EST time. And in each meeting, this is going to be a live meeting where we meet together and explain one of the project, how it should be done, talk about the customer, the data that you need to start doing your activity. And then we will guide you on the implementation. So we will show you how it gets implemented. If you do it right, it's going to be accepted. If you do it wrong, we will show you what is the problem. Then you have to do it one more time. So it's a 24 weeks program, or 6 months working on Saturday. Finally, is what we are talking about something theoretically? I mean, is something that I suggest, or I'm optimistic saying we created a program and we feel whoever will take the program will find jobs? No, you can check the results yourself. Just Google cybersecurity specialist workshop on Google and see the results about this program. People who took the program, what was the results? So just type cybersecurity specialist workshop review and get to see the review about the program and the success story. And if you are and it's not only on one website, just scroll down and you find many websites who mention the success about the stories that they went through and how the practical part led them end up with jobs. And if you want to also confirm, you can go to those people LinkedIn profile. So don't only read the feedback, go to those people LinkedIn profile and see where are they working right now. So it's very easy to validate if the program was successful or not before deciding to join or not. So the results is quite clear, and actually 33% of people who enrolled in the program end up with a cybersecurity job. So do your own research, don't take my word for granted, but this is how things are working. So this is briefly about the cybersecurity specialist workshop. It's a unique experience. It's based on letting people practice instead of learning the traditional way. And if you have any question, you can send an email to the email below. And I will include a discounted link to this course for whoever want to join the program. We're gonna start on 27th of April. And this link will be valid till 26th of April. So whoever will enroll this week, he will get a discount of 50%. So instead of paying 1,000, he can pay 500. And please keep in mind that we do have a 14 days money back policy. So if you are not satisfied, you have 2 weeks. You can attend 2 meetings. If this is what you are looking for, you can request a full refund with no question asked. So no risk is taking. Wish you all the best.